listening to Radio Needshala, and this is your host Suyashi. We are back with the second part of some basic concepts of chemistry. So let's start, and please do like this session. 1.3.2 Mass and Weight. Mass of a substance is the amount of matter present in it, while weight is the force exerted by gravity on an object. The mass of a substance is constant, whereas its weight may vary from one place to another due to change in gravity. You should be careful in using these two terms. The mass of a substance can be determined very accurately in the laboratory by using an analytical balance. The SI unit of mass as given in table 1.1 is kilogram. However, its fraction gram, 1 kg, which is equal to 1000 gram, is used in laboratories due to the smaller amounts of chemicals used in chemical reactions. Volume. Volume has the unit of length cube. So, in SI system, volume has unit of meter cube. But again, in chemistry laboratories, smaller volumes are used. Hence, volume is often denoted in centimeter cube and decimeter cube units. Maintaining the national standards of measurement. The system of units, including unit definitions, kept on changing with time. Whenever the accuracy of measurement of a particular unit was enhanced substantially by adopting new principles, member nations of Meter Treaty signed in 1875 agreed to change the formal definition of that unit. Each modern industrialized country, including India, has a National Meteorological Institute (NMI) which maintains standards of measurements. This responsibility has been given to the National Physical Laboratory (NPL), New Delhi. This laboratory establishes experiments to realize the base units and derived units of measurement and maintains national standards of measurement. These standards are periodically intercompared with standards maintained at other national meteorological institutes in the world as well as those established at the International Bureau of Standards in Paris. A common unit, liter, which is not an SI unit, is used for measurement of volume of liquids. 1 liter equal to 1000 ml. 1000 centimeter cube equal to 1000 decimeter cube. This figure helps to visualize these relations. The figure is different units used to express volume. In the laboratory, volume of liquids or solutions can be measured by graduated cylinder, burette, pipette, etc. A volumetric flask is used to prepare a known volume of a solution. These measuring devices are shown in figure 1.7. This is the figure. You can see some volume measuring devices. Density. Density of a substance is its amount of mass per unit volume. So, SI unit of density can be obtained as follows. SI unit of mass by SI unit of volume. Kg per meter cube or kg meter to the power minus 3. This unit is quite large and chemists often express density in gram per centimeter cube, where mass is expressed in gram and volume is expressed in centimeter cube. Temperature. There are 3 common scales to measure temperature: degree Celsius, degree Fahrenheit and degree Kelvin. Here K is the SI unit. Thermometers based on these scales are shown in figure 1.8. As you can see here, thermometers using different temperature scales: Kelvin, Celsius and Fahrenheit. The thermometers based on these scales are shown here. Look here. So generally the thermometers with Celsius scale are calibrated from 0 degree to 100 degree, where these two temperatures are the freezing point and the boiling points of water respectively. I'll repeat the sentence once again. Generally, the thermometer with Celsius scale are calibrated from 0 degree to 100 degree, where these two temperatures are the freezing point and the boiling point of water respectively. The Fahrenheit scale is represented between 32 degree to 212 degree Fahrenheit. The temperatures on two scales are related to each other by the following relationship: degree Fahrenheit is equal to 9 by 5 degrees Celsius plus 32. The Kelvin scale is related to Celsius scale as follows: Kelvin is equal to degree plus 273.15. It is interesting to note that the temperature below 0 degree, that is negative value 0 degree Celsius, below that are possible in Celsius scale, but in Kelvin scale negative temperature is not possible. The gist of this paragraph is that in Kelvin scale negative temperature is not possible. Reference standard. After defining a unit of measurement such as kilogram or meter, scientists agreed on reference standards that make it possible to calibrate all measuring devices. For getting reliable measurements, all devices such as meter sticks and analytical balances have been calibrated by their manufacturers to give correct readings. However, each of these devices is standardized or calibrated against some reference. The mass standard is the kilogram since 1889. It has been defined as the mass of platinum iridium PTIR cylindrical that is stored in an airtight jar at International Bureau of Weights and Measurements, Sèvres, France. PTIR was chosen for this standard because it is highly resistant to chemical attack and its mass will not change for an extremely long time. Scientists are in search of a new standard for mass. This is being attempted through accurate determination of Avogadro constant. Work on this new standard focuses on ways to measure accurately the number of atoms in a well-defined mass of sample. One such method, which uses X-ray to determine the atomic density of a crystal of ultra-pure silicon, has an accuracy of about 1 part in 10 to the power 6, but has not yet been adopted to serve as a standard. There are other methods, but none of them are presently adequate to replace the PTIR cylinder. No doubt changes are expected within this decade. The meter was originally defined as the length between two marks on PTIR bar kept at a temperature of 0 degrees Celsius, 273.15 Kelvin. In 1960, the length of meter was defined as 1.65076373 into 10 to the power 6 times the wavelength of light emitted by a krypton laser. Although this was a cumbersome number, it preserved the length of meter as at its agreed value. I'll repeat again. In 1960, the length of meter was defined as 1.65076373 into 10 to the power 6 times the wavelength of light emitted by a krypton laser. Although this was a cumbersome number, it preserved the length of meter at its agreed value. The meter was redefined in 1983 by CGPM as the length of path traveled by light in vacuum during time interval of 1 by 299,792,458 of a second. Similar to length and mass, there are reference standards for other physical quantities. Now, the next topic 1.4, uncertainty in measurement. Many a times in the study of chemistry, one has to deal with experimental data as well as theoretical calculation. There are meaningful ways to handle the numbers conveniently and present the data realistically with certainty to the extent possible. These ideas are discussed below. 1.4.1 Scientific notation. As chemistry is the study of atoms and molecules which have extremely low masses and are present in extremely large numbers, a chemist has to deal with number as large as 602, 200, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000. For the molecules of 2 gram of hydrogen gas or a small amount as 0.0000000000 too many zeros and 166 gram mass of a hydrogen atom. Similarly, other constants such as Planck's constant, speed of light, changes or charges on a particle, etc., involves a number of the above magnitude. It may look funny for a moment to write or count numbers involving so many zeros, and actually this is true, but it offers a real challenge to do simple mathematical operations of addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division with such numbers. You can write any two numbers of the above type and try any one of the operations you like to accept the challenge, and then you will really appreciate the difficulty in handling such numbers. This problem is solved by using scientific notation for such numbers, that is exponential notation, in which any number can be represented in the form of n into 10 to the power small n, where small n is an exponent having a positive or negative value and capital N is a number called digit term, which varies between 1.000 and 9.999. Thus we can, and so on. Thus we can write 232.508 as 2.32508 into 10 to the power 2 in scientific notation. Note that while writing it, the decimal had to be removed to the left by 2 places, and same is the exponent 2 of 10 in the scientific notation. Similarly, 0.00016 can be written as 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 4. Here the decimal has to be moved to 4 places to the right, and minus 4 is the exponent in the scientific notation. Now for performing mathematical operations on numbers expressed in scientific notation, the following points are to be kept in mind. Multiplication and division. These two operations follow the same rule which are there for exponential numbers, that is 5.6 into 10 to the power 5 into 6.9 into 10 to the power 8 will be equal to 5.6 into 6.9 into 10 to the power 5 plus 8. And then on solving this equation, you will get 3.864 into 10 to the power 14. Next is 9.8 into 10 to the power minus 2 into 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 6, which is equal to 9.8 into 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 2 plus bracket minus 6. On solving this, you will get 2.450 into 10 to the power minus 7. For division, 2.7 into 10 to the power minus 3 divided by 5.5 into 10 to the power 4 will be equal to 2.7 by 5.5 into 10 to the power minus 3 minus 4, which will be equal to 4.909 into 10 to the power minus 8. Addition and subtraction. For these two operations, first the numbers are written in such a way that they have the same exponent. After that, the coefficient are added or subtracted as the case may be. Thus, for adding 6.65 into 10 to the power 4 and 8.95 into 10 to the power 3, 6.65 into 10 to the power 4 plus 0.895 into 10 to the power 4 exponents is made same for both the numbers. Then these numbers can be added, and the addition has been shown in NCERT. One example for subtraction has also been given. 1.4.2 Significant figures. Every experimental measurement has some amount of uncertainty associated with it. However, one would always like the results to be precise and accurate. Precision and accuracy are often referred while we talk about measurement. Precision refers to the closeness of various measurements for the same quantity. However, accuracy is the agreement of a particular value to the true value of the result. For example, if the true value for a result is 2.00 gram and a student A takes 2 measurements, and reports the result as 1.95 gram and 1.93 gram. These values are precise as they are close to each other but are not accurate. Another student repeats the experiment and obtains 1.94 gram and 2.05 gram as the result for these two measurements. These observations are neither precise nor accurate. When a third student repeats the measurement and reports as 2.01 gram and 1.99 gram as the result, these values are both precise and accurate. This can be more clearly understood from the data given in table 1.4, which is the data to illustrate precision and accuracy. The same which I spoke has been written. The uncertainty in experimental or the calculated value is indicated by mentioning the numbers of significant figures. Significant figures are meaningful digits which are known with certainty. The uncertainty is indicated by writing the certain digits and the last uncertain digit. Thus, if we write a result as 11.2 ml, we say that 11 is certain and 2 is uncertain, and the uncertainty would be plus minus 1 in the last digit. Unless otherwise stated, an uncertainty of plus minus 1 in the last digit is always understood. There are certain rules for determining the number of significant figures. These are stated below. All non-zero digits are significant. For example, in 285 centimeter, there are three significant figures, and in 0.25 ml there are two significant figures. Zeros preceding to the first non-zero digit are not significant. Such zero indicates the position of decimal. For example, 0.03 has only one significant figure and 0.0052 has two significant figures. Here we did not count zeros as significant figures. Zeros between two non-zero digits are significant. Thus, 2.005 has four significant figures. Zeros at the end of a right number I'll repeat. Zeros at the end or right of a number are significant provided that they are on the right side of the decimal point. For example, 0.200 gram has three significant figures. But if otherwise, the terminal zeros are not significant if there is no decimal point. For example, 100 has only one significant figure, but 100 point has three significant figures, and 100.0 has four significant figures. Therefore, you can understand the value of this small point. Such numbers are better represented in scientific notation. We can express the number as 100 as 1 into 10 to the power 2 for one significant figure, 1.0 into 10 to the power 2 for two significant figures, and 1.00 into 10 to the power, it's written 2 for three significant figures. Yes. Next is counting numbers. Yes, it's correct. Counting numbers of objects, for example, 2 balls or 20 eggs have indefinite significant figures, as these are exact numbers and can be represented by writing infinite numbers of zeros after placing a decimal. For example, 2 can be written as 2 is equal to 2.00000, or 20 can be written as 20 is equal to 20.00000. In the numbers written in scientific notation, all digits are significant. Example, 4.01 into 10 to the power 2 has three significant figures, and 8.256 into 10 to the power minus 3 has four significant figures. Now that we have addition and subtraction of significant figures, the results cannot have more digits to the right of decimal point than either of the original numbers. For example, 12.11 and 18.0 and 1.012, when they are added, the answer is 13.122. Here 18.0 has only one digit after decimal point, and the result should be reported only up to one digit after decimal point, which is 31.1. Multiplication and division of significant figures. In these operations, the result must be reported with no more significant figures as are there in the measurement with the few significant figures. 2.5 into 1.25 is equal to 3.125. Since 2.5 has two significant figures, the result should not have more than two significant figures, thus it is 3.1. While limiting the results to the required number of significant figures as done in the above mathematical operation, one has to keep in mind the following points for rounding off the numbers. If the rightmost digit has to be removed is more than 5, the preceding number is increased by 1. For example, 1.386, if we have to remove 6, we have to round it to 1.39. If the rightmost digit to be removed is less than 5, the preceding number is not changed. For example, 4.334, if 4 is to be removed, then the result is rounded up to 4.33. If the rightmost digit to be removed is 5, then the preceding number is not changed if it is an even number, but it is increased by 1 if it is an odd number. For example, if 6.35 is to be rounded by removing 5, we have to increase 3 to 4, giving 6.4 as the result. However, if 6.25 is to be rounded off, it is rounded off to 6.2. And here we end this session. Part 3 will be brought to you. Thank you. Stay connected, stay safe, stay home, and please do like this session.